Hi guys, it's me Faye here at Faye Desk, and I am very excited because this is my first Witchy Wednesdays video, which is practices that can enhance your craft in 5 minutes or less. So for the very first Witchy Wednesdays video, I was sort of undecided on what I wanted to do, so I just sort of thought I would just go with the flow and just, just grab it and do it and whatever. So the first one I want to talk about is how I enhance my practice by having a special witchy space, or having, and this, I don't mean an altar, I mean an actual space where you can be spiritual in addition to an altar, not actually talking about an altar in this video. And I have my altar and I do my practice in my bedroom, so I have turned my bedroom into my own I feel my bedroom is my own witchy space, sacred space that I feel inspires me, if that makes sense. And by sacred space, I don't mean creating a sacred space every time I want to do a ritual by cleansing and smudging and casting a circle and stuff. I don't actually mean that. I mean that my room is my sacred space. Not just because my altar's there, but I feel like I've built up a form of energy. It's itchy right there, I don't know why. But I've over time, I feel like my room's built up an energy and has its own witchy identity, and I feel like for your craft or your practice and stuff like that, it's so important to actually have a space and a place where you actually have your own stamp and your own energy and your own psychic identity to it. And my energy hasn't built purely from doing rituals and things like that, and I don't mean in a way of leftover magical residue or anything like that. I mean that anytime I have an idea or inspiration, or I always constantly just sit on my bed or lie on my bed just flicking through my witchy books, and that's not always necessarily me having bought a new book. I will constantly, the ones that I've kept, the ones that I feel that I want to turn to, even if I don't have a specific issue or problem, I will just flip through them and reread them and things like that. And I collect things as well, and I have done over a period of time. So I have loads of little fairies and butterflies and things all hung over my room and hung from my ceiling, and I just have my makeup all arranged I want to. I have a desk in here that I have arranged how I want to, and I just feel that in here is where I shut myself away from the world. And I really think that it's so important and beneficial for your craft to have somewhere of your own where you can just shut yourself away from the world and just be you, and be able to practice, and be able to not even practice, but if you want to practice your in a physical way, rituals and spells and stuff, being able to come up with ideas and just be inspired and just sort of feel the energy of yourself in that place and what's being created, and know that that energy is you, that's all you, and that's all that you've created. I think that's just, it enhances my craft tenfold, seriously. I feel so inspired all the time that I come in here, and I feel safe as well, and I think that's just such an important thing. And I mean, ideally it doesn't have to be where you have your altar, but I think it helps to have your altar's energy as well. So obviously, like I said, my altar's in my room, and my room, literally my whole room, not just where my altar is my sacred and special place. And I mean, if you have to have your altar somewhere else, you could maybe, if you have your altar in a corner of a room and it's not your bedroom, maybe it's a sitting room or something, or either that, or you share your bedroom with your partner or a sibling or something like that, but you have your one corner where your altar is. I mean, you could always dedicate that corner to being your sort of like sacred space, like next to your altar. I guess you could have cushions, like bean bags, and or a nice like comfortable chair, and you could have like a little table set up next to your altar, maybe that has like a few of your like different like witchy memorabilia, like books that you like and feel drawn to, or you could have like photos of that you taken in nature that you feel that inspire you, or you could have representations of the god or goddess or whatever deity you use, either ones you've created or ones you bought. You can have different crystals. You could have in that corner, you could maybe hang a couple of things from the ceiling, like I just used like drawing pins, no, push pins, sorry, and you could hang maybe a couple of dream catchers, or a pretty witch, or a fairy, or you could also have a nice plant on the floor next to it, maybe something that symbolises like your favourite plant, maybe you love that fragrance, or something that you, maybe lavender, you love the fragrance but you know you'll use it in a lot of your rituals and things, so you could harvest from that actual plant. I mean, or it could just be a bunch of flowers that you buy every week or whatever. It could be anything, but that space you've created is yours, even if the rest of the space around it isn't physically yours alone. That space you created is yours, and there's something so special and magical about that. And I promise you, if you just take 5 minutes today just planning what you're going to do and just create that space, if you don't have it, like it will, once you've built up, you'll be able to feel a build up like of energy and inspiration, and it will help you so much. And yeah, so I have gone over 5 minutes, I have noticed, by nearly 2 minutes, so this was slightly longer than my 5 minutes, but I'm going to try and aim for 5 minutes. Once I get going and passionate on a topic, like, I don't really shut up. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, literally, I was struggling to come up with a first topic for this series, and as soon as I started talking about it, like, I felt really passionate about it, and I'm sure, well, I hope that I came across in this video, and I hope that it helps you guys, and I love you guys to comment below and let me know what you thought, and also if you, what your sacred spaces look like. I love to see photos and stuff like that. That would be really awesome. So yeah, so I will see you very soon, and until next time, bless you.